Hey everybody, we're going to look at the next section, which is 6.3, transaction records. So a transaction record keeps track of all the movement of your money within your checking account. This is important because banks, like any system, make errors, and you've worked hard for your money, so you want to make sure that everything's right. So there's a few rules for filling out transaction records. So down below, this is what your transaction records typically look like. When you do have a bank account and you go on the internet, you can usually see your account, and you just want to match up the transactions that you've made with what the bank has. So we want to, number one, identify each transaction using a check number or a suggested code from the record. 2, we want to use one line for each transaction. 3, we want to update the balance column on the far right at the end of every single transaction that happens. So let's go through an example here. So complete a transaction record for the following transactions given a starting balance of $435. So we have $435 in our bank account currently. A. On November 15th, check 152 was written for $310.59. So we want to record that down in our work. So I'm going to look under payment, because checks are when we pay people. We're going to be $310.59 in that column. We want to make sure that we have it in the proper one, because remember, withdrawal means it's coming out of our account and there's a little negative sign beside it. Deposit means it's going into our account. Our balance should be going up. So now what we're going to do is we want to write down what it was. Well, it was a check. We want to write down the date that it was on. So we can either write something like November 15th, or sometimes people will just write the month, 11/15, maybe something like that. But some notation as to which date it is. We want to write down the code or the check number. Now in this case, it was number 152. Finally, we want to write at the very end what our new balance is going to be. So our starting balance is what I can write up in this top corner here. It says that we began with $435 and no cents. So I want to write what my new balance is based on that check that's being written. So remember, we're going to have to subtract that from our account. So 435 minus $310.59. Use your calculator, and we'll come to only $124.41 in our account after we wrote that check. So let's continue with the next one. Part 2 says, on November 26th, so maybe I'll write that down now, 11/26, because November is the 11th month. A withdrawal of $100 from an ATM machine. Now, an ATM machine is one of those machines that you could find anywhere, even, well, in a bank, but anywhere you have those machines that you can get your money. It's called an automatic teller machine, where you can take money out of. So it is a ATM. And what was the description? Well, it was a withdrawal. We took out $100 to spend. So what was the fee? Well, it was $100. And then I need to subtract $100 from 124 to find out my new balance. That's my running total. So when I take away 100 from that, I get $24.41. That's our new amount that we have in our account. So we're running low. So hopefully we don't have too many more fees before we earn some money. Let's look at the next one, C. A service fee of $2 applies to the previous ATM withdrawal. So we sometimes when you take money out from a machine, you have to pay a fee to, whether it's the corner store or whatever. So we'll write down service fee. Now it is on the same day, so I'm going to write 11/26. On the far left, usually would say something like service fee or usually SF, something like that, service fee. There's no number or code for it. Sometimes SC or service charge, I think, is actually what I've seen. And that's $2. So now we're down to $22.41 in our account. Not a whole lot. Not looking good. So what's the final one that we have? D. It says on December 1st. So December is the 12th month, and 1 is the day. As I said, it'd be fine if you wrote DEC 1. That's fine as well. We have an automatic deposit. So that's good. Deposit, money was in, of $310 from Walmart. So that's probably money that we got for our work. We probably worked at Walmart. So Walmart deposit. So maybe either it's work or maybe you took something back to Walmart and they put the money back into your account. You returned something. Doesn't really say. For $310.56. So that's our number that we're going to have in that column. So we're going to have to add up now $22.41 and $310.56 in order to get our new balance that we have at the end of our account. So when I add them together, we're going to get $332.97 in our account. And the code for that, usually they'll have one. It'll be something like automatic deposit, AD, or something like that. It doesn't really say in this case what it would be, but that's usually what our code would be in that case. So that's number 1. So let's have a look at part 2. So same type of question. This one says, complete the transaction record for the following transactions, giving a starting balance of $168. So I'll change the color here. Maybe make it look more like pen. $168 in our account. So, first things first. It says on February 2nd, 20th. So February is the second month. 20 is the day. We have an automatic payment of $500 to Rogers. So maybe AP, automatic payment maybe. We have what it is. I'm going to say automatic payment. To Rogers. Oops. Maybe something like that. Oops. So a payment comes out of our account, so that's a withdrawal. And we're withdrawing $50. No cents. So I'm going to have to subtract that. So I put into my calculator $168, take away $50, and we have $118 now in our account. Next, on February 24th, a deposit of $100 is made at the bank. So that means we went to the bank and we gave them $100 to put in our account, or maybe we cashed a check, but a deposit. And that's on February 24th. So it just says deposit, doesn't say how it was deposited. but that's $100. Good sign for us. In this case, maybe it will say something like DEP for deposit. That's our code. Now I need to find my new balance at the end. So I had $118 in my account. I added 100. Now we're at $218. And finally, the last one. It says on March 1st, a check is written for $43.89. So March is the third month, and 1 is the day. Our check number 202 is written. So we say it was a check was written to somebody. And that has to come out of our account, so we're withdrawing $43.89. So I have to subtract $43.89 from my balance of $218, which is in my account. Because remember, we're paying a check. We're writing that check. We're not depositing that check. And now we have $174.11 in our account. And that's those ones. So it's just following the words that we've been studying about automatic payment. So that's coming out of our account. Deposit is going into our account. And in case you forget, they're written on our transaction record right above. And if you even forget what we do, we have negative and positive. Right? So we know that the minus means we're subtracting from our account, and the plus means we're adding that number to our account. And this is the most important one. That's how much money is in your account. So you got to make sure that one's right. If you have any questions, let me know and we'll continue.